local, live, late-breaking. WESH 2 News Sunrise starts now.
And good morning. Thank you for waking up with the Sunrise team on this Wednesday morning. It is the 26th of April. I'm Jason Guy.
And I'm Meredith McDonough. We want to get to first warning meteorologist Kellyanne Class because today is a first warning weather day. So Kellyanne, there is a chance for some severe weather headed our way?
There is. Right now, though, things are nice and quiet. But of course, with quiet and clear conditions throughout the morning and especially during peak heating, that's when we really start to watch those showers and thunderstorms pop up. And the reason why it's a first warning weather day is because of threat of scattered strong to severe storms. Now, out the door this morning, we're quite comfortable. We're into the 60s and 70s right now overall. Again, nice and dry. First warning radar is quiet, but within the next 12 hours, this is when we're really going to start to ramp up our coverage on the first warning radar. So today is going to be a first warning weather day. We do have afternoon and evening scattered showers and thunderstorms, but on the severe weather scale, it's also scattered. We're going to be talking about wind and hail being those primary concerns area-wide. So it's not just located in one spot, it's area-wide. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to time it out hour by hour, talk you through Futurecast, show you exactly where we could see those first initial storms pop up, and have a look at when things get a little bit more quiet.
All right, thanks, Kellyanne. And you can stay ahead of any potential severe weather by getting alerts through our free WESH 2 News mobile app. Our first warning weather team is constantly bringing you the latest details to keep you safe. Turn on those notifications to get updates about when storms could hit your neighborhood. In Seminole County, authorities are investigating a hit-and-run crash that left a young father in a coma.
This all happened on Sunday on Highway 46 at Upsala Road near a 7-Eleven and an Aldi. WESH's Greg Fox talked to the man's family as they pled for help to find the other vehicle's driver. An Osceola County man says a student threatened to kill his wife, a teacher at Celebration High School. He says it was written on a bathroom stall. WESH's Haley Crumblehome explains the threat and how his wife is handling it. The school district isn't saying much else about the case other than that they are cooperating with law enforcement.
A scary moment at a Broward County elementary school on Tuesday after security found a loaded gun in a student's backpack. The student's father told deputies he accidentally put that gun in the wrong backpack. Then when he arrived at the school, deputies found 2 more guns inside his car. Parents of other students say they were stunned to learn about what happened.
They should. And I'm glad they're going to do it because now people are going to learn, you know, be responsible. If you own a gun, it's for your safety and for the kid to take to school and play around.
The student's father has been charged with unsafe storage of a gun and possession of a gun on school property. Senator Rick Scott announced his School Guardian Act.
He says it will help to increase law enforcement in schools.
It should be partisan. Republican, Democrat, Independent, you know, every kid ought to be protected. Every parent ought to know that their kid's safe. I don't think we should do anything to have a partisan fight over this. Done a great job keeping this community safe.
The senator says the legislation allows a grant program from the DOJ to support the hiring of more law enforcement officers so they can provide full-time security at every K-12 school in the nation. In Volusia County this morning, a woman faces criminal charges after authorities say her 3-year-old drowned in a pond near their Ormond Beach apartment.
The 22-year-old is accused of not just child neglect, but also manslaughter. WESH Tuesday McDaniel reports police say her son left their apartment while she was sleeping. The Ormond Beach police chief says first responders are deeply impacted when they show up on the scenes of tragedies like this. 2 convicted murderers from almost 2 decades ago are facing a jury in Volusia County once again.
Troy Victorino and Jerome Hunter are 2 of the 4 men convicted of killing 6 people in August of 2004. The killings were dubbed the Xbox murders. They are being sentenced again after their death sentences were overturned in 2017 because the jury recommendation was not unanimous. Prosecutors are now working to convince the jury the death penalty is the only appropriate punishment.
These defendants intended to leave no one alive, no evidence behind. Everyone would be killed.
Despite Florida's new law signed last week lowering the death penalty threshold, the judge has ruled the jury cannot rely on this. They will have to be unanimous or the convicted killers will be sentenced to life without parole.
Okay, today is a first warning weather day with meteorologist Kellyanne Class getting you ready by timing out severe storms that are moving in our direction, and we break down which areas may be more affected.
Plus, in a new Rawson Reports this morning.
Hi, I'm Jeff Rawson. Coming up on Rawson Reports, as layoffs mount, more and more of you are looking for jobs, and you're putting together your resume, but maybe you're not getting interviews. We now have the new information from recruiters about what they're looking for and the specific things you can put on your resume that'll get you to the top of the pile. We're sharing their secrets coming up.
You deserve quality news, information you can trust, and WESH 2 News delivers. Honored by the Florida Association of Broadcast Journalists for our dedication to community service, our in-depth documentary for the Chronicle on Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune, and the prestigious Station of the Year. For the best in local coverage, turn to WESH 2 News.
That was a nice reception.
Next 5, Amanda Pete and Lizzie Kaplan.
Today at 9 on WESH 2.
In a new Rawson Reports, companies across the nation announced nearly 90,000 layoffs in March, which was a sharp step up from the month before and a lot more than we saw 1 year ago.
That's why our Chief National Consumer Correspondent, Jeff Rawson, is teaching you how to freshen up your resume to help you stand out.
All right, Jeff, thanks. Okay, we have a first warning weather day, and we're getting you ready for the possibility that we're going to see some severe stuff.
And timing it all out this morning, meteorologist Kellyanne Class. So, Kellyanne, what's it looking like?
So right now things are nice and quiet, but we have a lot of heat, humidity, and then in the upper levels of our atmosphere, cold air, which will allow for those thunderstorms to quickly develop and then eventually produce large hail. And that's going to be one of the biggest threats that we're going to face later on this afternoon. So it's a first warning weather day because we have a level 2 out of 5 severe weather threat, meaning scattered strong to severe storms are likely. Basically looking like this afternoon and this evening for that first warning weather day. So right now things are nice and quiet, but taking you through Futurecast, we're going to show you how quickly those showers begin to pop up. Here's like at 1:30, 2 o'clock, already developing a couple of light passing showers, but then quickly by 3, we develop scattered thunderstorms in the mix. So we're talking a 60% coverage today. Going into the evening, once we get the collision of the East Coast and West Coast sea breeze, we'll be watching for scattered strong to severe storms all the way through 6, 7, 8 o'clock tonight. Now, after 8, things should quickly fade and settle. So after 8, we'll be watching for drying conditions as well as our severe weather threat ending. So what you really just need to know over the next couple of hours is that we're going to stay dry by 1 o'clock, a 20% chance. But again, it's after 1 that we'll see those strong and severe storms all the way through the 8 o'clock hour. So this is when we'll see those strongest storms really begin to impact that afternoon and evening commute. In terms of impacts for today, it's the severe winds higher than 60 miles per hour at times. The hail threat also going to be on the high side, showing you that damaging hail risk. When you see these bars from the Storm Prediction Center, the bars are meaning significant hail. So yesterday we've seen some pockets of hail producing about 2 inches in diameter or even higher. Expect the same, if not a little bit larger today. Then Thursday, even though we keep our rain chances around, we're not talking a severe weather threat, although I do think that might actually change. But as of now, Storm Prediction Center does not have that and have us in that severe weather threat. And on Friday, it's another impact day for an isolated strong to severe storm across central Florida. So our active pattern is still going to continue along with the threat of strong and severe storms. Now out the door this morning, again, we're quiet, temperatures into the 60s, couple of 70s. Today going to be on the warmer side, low to mid 80s, almost a couple of upper 80s. And the 80s will continue over the next 7 days as well as the storms. Again, today's first warning weather day. Not going to be watching, at least as of now, for an impact day tomorrow, but that might change. Another impact day on Friday, a little bit drier on Saturday, and then on Sunday and Monday, it gets active once again as we'll be tracking scattered showers and storms.
A construction project that's years in the making.
The Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando moved forward with a groundbreaking for its future permanent location on John Young Parkway. You may remember the animal shelter's old location was destroyed in this fire more than a year ago. But then came the opportunity to build a bigger and better home for animals in need.
So we're going to have one of the largest shelter medical spaces of all the animal shelters in Florida. And because of that, we'll be able to take in more medically sensitive animals, provide them care.
The new facility will have 25,000 square feet of space. It's slated to open in the spring of 2025.
It was a rough day for a puppy in Pine Hills. Firefighters had to rescue this little guy from a house fire yesterday. Orange County Fire Rescue posted a photo to Twitter showing a firefighter carrying the dog to safety. Look at that little guy. Now this pup has been reunited with its owner.
Parrots in the wild are said to be social, but as pets, they can get a little lonely sometimes. Researchers describe teaching 18 pet parrots to ring a bell. When they rang the bell, they were presented with a tablet, and from there, they were given the choice to video chat with each other. And listen to this. Researchers say the birds were engaged because they preened together, tried to touch one another, and imitated each other.
Wish they could all just be together, right?
But this is, I think, one of those things that we just know more and more and more about the social nature of not just birds, but so many animals. All right, with market prices going up, it could be hard to find an affordable home.
The new construction in Osceola County aiming to help thousands of families.
Closed captioning brought to you by National Floors Direct.
Osceola County will soon have more affordable housing units. Several projects are already underway.
Yeah, WESH 2's Megan Mulatto talked to county leaders who say they're expecting about 1,000 new units within the next couple of years.
More than 250 affordable housing units are planned on Old Vineland Road in Kissimmee. Lincoln Avenue Capital just bought this more than 13-acre property for about $3.6 million to build a community called Salix on Vine.
Our plans have always been for an affordable housing development.
Jordan Richter with Lincoln Avenue says the plans include
8 buildings plus a standalone clubhouse community center here. Buildings are all consist of 2, 3, and 4 bedroom units, 2 baths in all of them.
The neighborhood will be going up right next to another new community, the Solomar apartment homes, and right across the way from 3 other big housing projects.
Osceola County has made affordable housing, workforce housing a priority.
Osceola County Commissioner Peggy Chowdhury says the county is partnering with the city of Kissimmee and several nonprofits to increase affordable housing options in the next few years.
You're talking about probably a little over 1,000 units coming about all the way between 2021 and the end of 2023 coming into 2024.
Those units span across the county through projects like Cameron Preserve on US 192, the Dillingham Apartments near downtown Kissimmee, Buen Vecino in Buenaventura Lakes, and the Salix on Vine project off Old Vineland.
How soon do you think we could see construction on these units?
Yeah, the goal will be to break ground in the 4th quarter of this year and have the first units delivering in early 2025.
In Osceola County, Megan Mulatto, WESH 2 News.
Lincoln Avenue Capital is behind other affordable projects going up in Orlando.
Taylor Swift tickets could be pricey and hard to get, but the owners of Z's Pizzeria in New Orleans are offering free pizza for a year in exchange for 2 tickets. Now, they actually said at least a year, noting they might be willing to negotiate. And one of the owners says that they came up with the idea during the Ticketmaster debacle.
All right. Meteorologist Kellyanne Class will continue to monitor severe storms moving toward our area on this first warning weather day.
Also coming up at 5 o'clock, at Orlando Magic, a superstar is really celebrating this morning the accomplishments Paolo Banchero had this season that earned him Rookie of the Year.
And you could stay ahead of any potential severe weather by getting alerts through our free WESH 2 News mobile app. Our first warning weather team will be bringing you the latest details constantly to keep you and your family safe. Make sure you turn on those notifications to get updates on the storms and when that severe weather could potentially hit your neighborhood. We'll be right back.